Hello, all you beautiful wolves and pups out there. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Almost said the wrong thing again. And so I shall. We'll take this, thank you. So, when last we left off, we lost Tamlin. Because he was being a dick. A curious dick, nonetheless, but still a dick. I'll take this, just to stall.
Is the Keeper sending you back to that cave to look for Tamlin?
Yes. I am going with Meryl.
I want to go with you. Keeper Marithari probably won't approve, but I can help find Tamlin.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Tamlin's my friend too. I want to help find him. If Meryl can risk it, so can I.
Alright. I won't stop you then.
Good. I'll follow you. Just to make sure Meryl doesn't go running to the Keeper when you tell her I'm coming.
Oh, I'll tell the Keeper, don't worry. I need to inform her. Oh, Keeper!
I see you have not left with Meryl yet. Is there something you need?
Yes, my Keeper. I want to bring Fenarel with us to the cave.
Fenarel? Are you certain? I'm already putting Meryl at risk. I don't want to lose you too.
I want to help, Keeper. If we can find Tamlin, it's worth the risk.
Very well, then. You have my permission. And thank you for asking for it.
As the Shemlin would say, Keeper, two as a company, three as an army. We'll bring Tamlin back. I promise.
So you have returned to us, Dalen.
Yes.
We are grateful you're whole and well.
I'm glad to be here as well, Haran.
So you should be. What were you two thinking, wandering into that cave without first coming to tell the Keeper?
Oi! We wanted to see if there's anything to tell.
Once you saw what was inside, you should have returned. But you kept exploring, didn't you?
Oh, you think I didn't try to tell him that?
Can be forgiven. Sadly, Tamlin pays the price.
Hey.
Losing you would be a terrible crime, Dalen. You belong to more than just yourself, or do you not remember?
What do you mean?
Let us tell these children the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
Certainly, Haran.
Come then. Help me as I go along. Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Of course. Long ago, we were slaves to the humans.
Yes, slaves to a terrible empire the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the creators and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
But the humans wouldn't let us be.
They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
Then the humans declared war on the Dales.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
We chose wandering the lands, rather than the human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart, until the day the Elvenan have a homeland once more.
We shall return the old ways to those who have lost them.
We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
We are the last Elvenan. Never again shall we submit.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the Oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get back to your tasks. I pray you find Tamlin quickly.
As do I. What do you know about that Grey Warden?
The one who brought you back?
Yes.
Very little. He seemed decent enough as humans go. As for Grey Wardens, they're heroes without a doubt. Members of our own clan joined their ranks in ages past.
What? Of course they did. Did elves ever live in caves?
I've never heard of such a thing. But in the days of ancient Arlathan, we lived free and spread far across the continent. We were as varied as the Shemlin, though fewer in number. Perhaps some of us lived in caves then, but all knowledge from that era is lost.
I see. What do you know about the Darkspawn?
Only that they eat living flesh and lurk in underground tunnels, once ruled by the Durgenlen, the dwarves. In the last blight long ago, the Grey Wardens all but wiped them out. Should they return, all races will shudder.
You said all but. That doesn't bring me much hope, Arhen. I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Of course.
So now we know. I wonder. Hey! I got a dagger. I'll take it just to sell it. I think this is a chest I can open with the key that I'll get a bit later. Alright. By the Maker. So, I've come up with a bit of a better plan on how to update these videos. In between my normal series, I'll upload this. So, think of it like this. Mass Effect Dragon Age, Batman Dragon Age, Overlord Dragon Age. You get the picture? So I have more time to prepare the other episodes while I'm doing this.
Anathara, it's good to see you recovered.
How are the Hala faring, Maren?
They fare well. The Keeper called for the clan to move on, and they will be ready to take us.
Good.
One is heavy with calf, but it shouldn't be a problem. May I ask of Tamlin's fate? Some say the clan will leave before we find him.
I will not let that happen.
The Hala mourn our fallen. No sound is more heart-wrenching than their mourning cry. At least they won't be crying over you. They are quite fond of you.
Aww. The Hala are beautiful creatures.
I admire them for their strength and pride. They are equals, not servants like the Shemlin horses.
Indeed.
At any rate, I do not envy the Keeper's decision. I'll pray for Tamlin's safe return.
You and me both, sister. You and me both.
Delighted.
We got more lore. We will read the lore every 10 episodes. So if any of you guys know of any good lore that I can get, do let me know in the comments below. I think I need to talk to this person in order to get the key.
By the creators, it is so good to see you whole and well. I was so worried.
Anathara, Ashale. It is good to see you too.
All that time you were ill, the Keeper didn't know if you were going to live or die. I've been outside the Keeper's tent the whole time. I have never been so relieved as when I heard you would pull through. What happened? Everyone says Tamlin may be dead.
Don't say that. I shouldn't say. Not just yet. But he's missing. That's all we know right now.
That's awful. He's been a good friend to you since you were fledglings. You must be more careful. Your mother and father, may they rest in peace, would be horrified to see you take such risks.
You've never spoken of my parents much, Ashale.
What happened to them is a sad tale, and it's in the past. Reopening old wounds benefits no one.
Don't we Dalish strive to learn from our past?
You've much to do tonight with Tamlin still missing. I will tell you another time.
Bollocks! Oh, bollocks.
Of course.
Bollocks. I guess my cunning isn't good enough. Let's see if I can just bash the lock on a chest. Open it that way. Or if I can do it later. I'm not sure.
I'm glad you've recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Klain tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
Could I ask you for a bow myself, Master Island?
One of my own crafting, perhaps?
Yes. Thank you.
It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
Yes. Of course. I would like to see your wares, Master Island.
Of course. Take whatever you need.
Thank you, Master Island.
Hello there. I don't think we've met.
You seem nervous. Relax. Not gonna harm you. Let's see, which bow do I have equipped? Yeah, prefer my longbow. If I'm going to have a bow, it's gonna have to be a longbow or a crossbow. Other than that, I'm a swordsman.
That Shenlin was a Grey Warden. They are supposed to be great warriors.
I miss Tamlin. I want him to come home.
So do I, little one.
Why would the Keeper call for a move so early? We were not expecting to leave for weeks.
Sometimes for the good of the clan, sacrifices must be made, you know.
Can we trust this Grey Warden? How do we know he didn't hurt Tamlin?
That's what I'm saying.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
Fenrir is coming with us. Any objections?
That depends on the Keeper. I thought we're supposed to go alone.
The Keeper's fine with it.
That's good enough for me. Now, are we ready?
Let's head out.
And let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Alright.
What were those things? Were those darkspawn?
That would make sense.
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
Maybe they followed the Grey Warden here.
Or he followed them. But why would they come here? And why would he? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
You do look quite pale now that Meryl's mentioned it.
Why? Oh, I'm fine.
Well, I'll keep an eye on you. You've only just recovered from your illness.
Fair.
Let's not think of that now. We should move on.
Alright, let's go then. You too. You're adorable, honestly.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here?
Maybe it belonged to the Shemlin that found me.
You're probably right. Didn't he say he was headed back to the cave? If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
More of them. No forest creatures. It is too quiet.
Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Careful. I don't like this.
It seems whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Right. Since when do creatures of evil need healing poultices?
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
Don't talk like that. You don't know.
You're right. We should explore farther before I go on about my fears. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Just don't make assumptions.
And so I shall.
Nothing but gold on him. Alright. Follow me. There's another one of these. Lyrium potion. Some copper. They're here. This way. No more of them. Come on, let's make quick work of them.
Aha! What did you? Up we go to combat! You've bitten off more than you can chew!
It sounds like you're Lowenthal, I'm not gonna lie. Get your ass back here, boy! Nice one. Greater emotion. 35 copper. By the maker. Sorry guys, I'm being so quiet. I forgot I'm only supposed to do the role-playing thing during conversations. It was through there. See, I'm doing it again. Whoa. Now that's a massacre. What do we got here? Demonic poison.
Delighted.
Topaz. Money, money, money. Must be funny in a rich man's world. Darkspawn shortbow. And Soul Rot craft coating. Soul Rot. Never heard of that before. Can I up? Nope.
So
Okay.
you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
I don't know you, human. But if you heard the fighting, why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andera Tishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
And I am Fenarel. Did you come here alone, human? Battling all those creatures?
Yes, though I must admit you took a great deal of pressure off me. Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
We're looking for our brother Tamlin.
So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror.
Yes. Tamlin touched the mirror, and I blacked out.
I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
Then we should destroy it.
I agree. So long as the mirror exists, it is a threat to anyone nearby.
I do not fear this sickness. The Keeper knows how to cure it.
She may have weakened it, but she cannot cure it. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
I don't know if I believe you, human.
Confirm it with your keeper later if you like. For now, we must deal with the mirror. It is a danger.
Sounded like the archdemon there for a minute.
It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do.
I'm not leaving until I find him.
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
Bloody talk. Sorry, Shumlin. I don't know what came over me with that talk speak. Again, I'm doing a roleplay thing. God dang it. So yeah, regarding my schedule, that's gonna be what I'm gonna try to do. Upload an episode of Dragon Age in between each of the actual episodes that I'm planning to do on my series, on my YouTube channel. Also, I discovered them recently, but some of you guys may have known about these two games since time immemorial. Mark of the Kree and Rise of the Kuei. I will do these games as well. God damn it. I will do these games as well on my... Fucking... Really? Seriously? I'm about to be Sonya. Seriously? But, yeah. So, yeah, I'll be doing those two games on my YouTube channel as well. Again, I only found out about them recently, but I know most of you guys have known about them since time immemorial. So, yeah. I played a little bit of Rise of Kuei, fitting for me to play the sequel before playing the actual... Are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now? Kill me. So, yeah, fitting for me to play the sequel before anything else. Since my first Dragon Age game was Dragon Age 2, and my first Mass Effect game was Mass Effect 2, my first Spider-Man game was Spider-Man 2 on a GameCube. Jesus Christ. And, no, actually, I lied! My first Spider-Man game was Spider-Man 2 on a PC! Jesus Christ! Oh, I love that game. Again, it's something you'll notice about me. I love all of my games. Are you guys done? Are you guys done? Jesus.
Delighted.
So I just experienced the second mini crash. The first mini crash was in the last episode. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's like it minimizes the game. It doesn't just full on crash and closes it out. It minimizes it. I don't know why it does that, but hey. Fitting that most of my first games were 2s. But never you mind that. I'm still happy with every game that I own. And I honestly don't understand why they hate for certain games. For instance, I'm gonna go on a rant here before we exit this dungeon. So if you don't want to hear me rant for about a minute, maybe 2, skip until you see me back at the village. Oh, okay, but yeah. So why the hate for Batman: The Dark Tomorrow? I mean, I get it. The game looks pretty bad. The controls are a bit choppy, and it's made by people who are working on a fucking Game Boy engine. I get that, I do, but why the hate? The soundtrack is good, in my opinion. The story is honestly pretty damn good. And some exploits that I found when playing the game are just downright hilarious. Like, for example, when fighting Killer Croc, you fight in about half a knee deep water. So what I do, because when you run in water, you run super slow, I crouched, like full on crouched, and just swept them, just kept doing the sweep kick. Yes, while you're crouched in that water, you are losing oxygen because you're technically submerged. So the key is to just come up for air every now and then and just keep sweeping the leg and you'll be done. Same with Ratcatcher's rats. I just crouch, go into a tunnel, and just start helicoptering. But other than that, the Rachel Ghoul part of the story, the spoilers if you haven't played it, or if you have a plan to, I'll do this series on it anyway. But yeah, the final act of the story is you go into Rachel Ghoul's castle, and you have to basically face him to stop his doomsday plan. Now, if you don't go into a certain room and disable his little thingamajig, he does succeed whether you beat him or not. And those are the two worst endings. Whether you either die and shit happens, or you win and shit happens. And Batman does his best impression of Darth Vader's "No!" Or if you do turn off his thingamajig, you basically surprise motherfucker. But if you die, he's just on. Don't worry about it, but it'll be resolved within 15 minutes. But if you beat him, then you save the world. Black Mask Boss. Now let me tell you, that one gave me a bit of trouble when I was playing it for the first time. Keep in mind, I was like, what, 4, 5, 6 maybe? So I figured out the best strategy. Wait for him to run out of ammo, because he has 2 patterns of firing. Bam, 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 and then he reloads, or just spray and pray, bam, 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 bam. While he's reloading, run up to him, roundhouse kick him in the dick, and hide. Or if he's near some explosive barrels, toss a batarang at them. Done. But yeah, other than that, I find the game to be quite enjoyable. The map is super reliable too. The only thing I couldn't find all of them is collectibles, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, I just don't understand why the hate. I mean, it's people's opinion if they don't like the game, but I honestly love it. You'll see when I'll be playing the game. The rooftop now, I think I know why actually. It's the rooftop segment, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bit clunky, but keep in mind, that's only that one time it happens. That rooftop segment. Plus, it's not that difficult if you know what you're doing. Anyway, let's continue on with the game now.
All right.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
The Grey Warden says we will find nothing.
I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was lost here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Very well, Keeper.
Tell Haren Paival what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
Thousand curses upon this wretched land. Let me see if I can find that lady. I think she's down that way. Yeah, there she is. I think I was pronouncing her name right. I'm not sure.
Oh, thank the
the Creators, you're safe. I questioned the Keeper's wisdom at sending you off while you're still sick, but my doubts were misplaced. Tamlin isn't with you. Is it as everyone fears?
We never found the body.
Oh, poor dear. This is horrible news. Please take care of yourself and get better. We can't bear to lose anyone else.
Yes. The Grey Warden knows of a cure for my illness.
That's good. I thought the shaman's arrival was a bad omen, but perhaps I was wrong.
Don't.
I will see you soon, my dear. You make me very proud.
Oh, thank you, darling. Son of a bitch.
Yes, my dear?
Can I convince you to tell me about my parents?
True. Perhaps you're old enough to hear this, though it hardly seems like the right time.
Is it ever a good time?
Very well. If I do not tell you now, you'll only wonder. Your mother was a hunter, one of the finest, and your father was the keeper before Marathari. He was with us for a very long time. Your mother was from another clan, and her elders did not approve of the match. She and your father had to meet in secret. One day, bandits caught them alone in the forest.
Oh no.
Your father was killed, but your mother escaped.
Humans killed my mother?
Yes, but also city elves, too. Those of our kind living with humans do not hold to the old ways. Your mother held to life long enough to give birth to you. But grief racked her heart. One night she simply walked into the moonlight and never returned.
I don't know what to say.
The clan decided not to discuss this around you, lest it poison your heart with sadness.
You should have told me.
Our people have learned to live with much sorrow. It seemed only right that we not dwell on it. Your mother did leave you a gift.
Oh?
Something of your father's for you to have once you are older. Perhaps the time has come.
Where is it?
Take this key. You'll see some chests behind the storage Aravel by the Halapen. One of them was your mother's. Its contents are yours if you wish.
Thank you. Oh, it kind of rings true to the tale of the character off of whom I based my character off of. But yeah. Only, no, his mother died before his father, and it was an accident, like a genuine accident of a stupid moron. But we'll not talk about that now.
And so I shall.
So I shall. His axe and the necklace. Hello. I shall wear this necklace with pride. Haran.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
The Grey Warden says he is, but I am not sure.
Even if he's not, we must leave soon. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the Creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber,
softening the rolling thunder.
Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense.
During this, your last hour,
only silence.
I don't recognize that poem.
Our ancestors did not age as we do. The Shemlin brought a quickening to our blood that changed us forever. Instead of death, those weary of life would pass into Uthanera, the waking slumber. In doing this, they made way for the young. It was supposed to be a beautiful time, a celebration of the Elder's long life and contribution to his people. Alas, we have no such ceremonies these days.
Will you prepare a service for Tamlin? Please.
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Thank you, Haran.
I ask only one thing, if I may.
Yes?
This Grey Warden. You have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
I truly cannot tell, Haran.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
I will.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Thank you. God dang it. This part always makes me sad because you have to leave your clan. Like, I wish you could just tell Duncan to piss off and then the game just ends here. But then we wouldn't have all the adventure we're going to have, so...
Your Keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure.
Oi.
When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
Me? A Grey Warden? This is madness.
This is not madness, Dalen. Your survival depends on it.
The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that. But it means joining us.
I will not join you out of pity.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
Why should we trust this human, Keeper?
A great army of Darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty and your salvation.
Then I accept. If it is my duty, then I will go.
I welcome you to the Order.
Quiet.
It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalen. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I would like to stay for Tamlin's funeral.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Dalen. Before the creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
Yes, Keeper. Don't worry, Meryl. I'll be fine. Keeper. Nope. Farewell, everyone.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am no friend of yours, human lord.
You've got yourself a lively one, Duncan. And I was beginning to think the wardens were all stodgy priests. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
Too bad the same can't be said of yours.
We do sometimes seem experts at fear and treachery, but not always. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Cocky as ever. You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say.
Yeah.
Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Laddie, have you ever heard of the term tempting fate? Clearly you haven't.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Well, why not? He seems to regard Grey Wardens highly. But though, let's be honest, you could if he wasn't such a dang fool.
You must not speak of the king so. He is over-eager, perhaps, but he is also one of the few Grey Warden allies. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to turn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
A hot meal would be nice first.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now.
Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already.
All right.
They have been waiting for us to arrive.
So why is this ritual so secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Wonderful. Let's get this over with then.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Very well then.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Silence. And with that, we are going to leave this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. I'm sorry if I seemed a bit too harsh with Duncan, but that's just how I feel like when I'm playing these games where I can finally be anything else other than a human. Because in most games in form of media, you're only ever allowed to play as a human. Now that I can finally not be a human, I can go nuts on them. But anyway, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to become a member of the pack today. Haul with pride, live with honor, and I shall see you all on another video, on another day. God's bless, and see us.